Last time, I got allotment of Vishal Megamart IPO and I made 6,000 rupees on just an investment of 15,000 and that too in just 5 days. But how? Let's see. So, Assalamu alaikum everyone. This week is going to be a IPO week because almost 8 IPOs are open right and you need to be very careful because it is a great chance to get an IPO allotment and you should not miss this chance. See, last time most of the people were focused on MobiKwik IPO and people ignored Vishal Megamart IPO. MobiKwik was not a halal IPO. So I focused on Vishal Megamart IPO and I got allotment in one of my account. Most of the time people become greedy, but you have to be smart in such situations. At last, I will tell you what are the strategies that you can use right now so that you can increase your chances of IPO allotment. And I know you must have seen a lot of IPO videos as of now regarding which IPO you should apply and which you should not. But I know as an ethical investor, you are confused which to choose and which to not. So that's why I'm making this combined video so that you can get an idea in which IPO you should apply and in which IPO you should avoid. And at last, I'm going to tell you a strategy. So by using that strategy, you can get a more clear idea what to do. So let's start by analyzing one by one. First one is Transrail Lighting Limited. Let's see. See, business of the company is halal because it is involved in power transmission solution, lighting solution, EPC, which is short form for engineering, procurement and construction and export services. So business of the company is halal. Let's see the debt ratio. See, the point here is, according to my analysis, the debt to market cap ratio of the company is coming out to be 62%. I know you are confused because on some of the Islamic screener app, it is showing to be halal. Some of the YouTubers are also claiming it to be halal. But see, right now you are having much more options. So I think it's better to avoid because this criteria, according to me, this is not passing. So better to avoid this IPO. You have a lot more IPOs available right now. This IPO is not Sharia compliant as of our analysis as of now. So we are not going to do any further discussion on this IPO. Let's go to our second IPO, that is Mamta Machinery. Right now, this is one of the most famous IPO. Let's see the business of the company. See, in short, this company is involved in making machinery related to packaging solution, automation system, custom equipment, and it has a good global reach. So the business of the company is halal. So check number one is passed. Let's see our second thing. Second check is debt to market cap ratio. This company has almost 80 crores of debt and the market cap ratio is almost 600 crore. So the ratio is coming out to be 13.33%, which is far less than 33%. And liquid to total asset ratio. See, this company is involved in machinery making. So it is important to consider asset ratio here. Liquid assets are 14 crore, total assets are 200 crore. So the ratio is almost very less than 33%. So this IPO is passing over all the three checks. But see, wait till the end to see what should be the strategy you should use. Third one is Dan Capital Advisor. Let's talk about the business. So this is one of the most controversial IPO as of now. See, the problem is it is a leading financial services firm in India. It is specializing in investment banking. The company has equity capital market solution services. But the problem over here is you don't know from which company it's collecting its revenue. Because see, it is working for banks as well, it is working for alcohol companies as well, it is working for defense companies as well. So you don't know with whether it is passing a check or not. So the best to avoid such kind of IPO. So this is a non-Sharia compliant IPO. Let's go to our fourth one, which is Sanathan Textile Limited. See, business of the company is halal because it is involved in yarn production, technical textiles and sustainability kind of thing. So this is a halal business. Debt ratio of this company is under 33%, so not a big deal. Liquid to total asset ratio is also under 33%. So Sanathan Textile Limited is the halal IPO. Fifth one is Concord Enviro System IPO. Business of this is totally halal because it is under wastewater management, industrial services, sustainability focus and global reach kind of thing. Debt ratio, it is almost debt-free stock. It is a very important thing to consider. So check number 2 is also passed. Regarding the third ratio, it is not passing third ratio, but see, this company is involved in both the things, services and manufacturing, but more kind of service sector. So that's why it is a halal because asset ratio is not a big deal over here. It is not an asset focused company. So that's why Concord IPO is the halal IPO. Sixth one is ventive hospitality IPO. This is again a controversial sector as of now because see, this is involved in hotel business. What happens in hotel business? There are a lot of revenue coming from alcohol and all non-halal things, you know. So it's better to avoid ventive hospitality as well. So this ventive hospitality is not a halal IPO. Seventh one is senores pharmaceutical. See, business is halal. It involves pharmacy mostly. Debt ratio is much less than 33%. So check number 2 is also passed. Asset ratio. See, this ratio is 33% less than, but is missing out to be a very small margin. So you need to be careful. But right now it is halal to invest. So senores pharmaceutical is also a halal IPO to invest. See, eighth and the last one. It is Carraro India. Most of the people are avoiding it, but you should avoid or you should not avoid. It's up to you. Why? I will tell you at the last. Business of Carraro India is related to transmission system, ride trains, OEM partnerships, which is basically original equipment manufacturers, engineering and innovation kind of thing. This companies plays a key role in agricultural and construction sectors by providing advanced mechanical solutions. So business of the company is halal. Regarding debt ratio, debt is 122 crore. But fortunately, the market cap is 4,000 crore. So it is passing this check by a lot margin. Then asset. So this is totally fine. It is much less than 33%. So this IPO of Carraro India Limited is also a halal IPO to invest. The final conclusion I am telling you, as per our analysis, transrail lighting, dam capital and ventive hospitality are not a halal IPO to invest. They are not Sharia as per our analysis. So you are basically left with 5 options: Mamta Machinery, Sanathan Textile, Concord Enviro, senores Pharmaceutical, and Carraro India Limited. You have these 5 options. See, I think these are more than enough. You should be happy because now companies are moving towards Sharia compliant. Why? Because every company wants to get debt free or at least lessen their debt a lot before coming for a IPO. So halal or Sharia compliance is not just for Muslims, it's for everyone. It's better to be debt free. That's why companies try to get debt free before coming out for IPO. Now let's see current GMP. What is GMP? GMP is gray market premium. So it gives you an idea of listing gains at what price these IPOs are trading. So we are just tracking for our 5 Sharia compliant IPOs. For Mamta Machinery, it is coming out to be 107%. So there are chances that your money will get double. Maybe, but see, you had to wait. Why? Discuss in last. Second is Sanathan Textile. It is almost coming out to be 12% as of now. Concord Enviro 10%. Senores Pharmaceutical 50% almost. Carraro India it is almost 0%. So not up down. See, by above, you have already made a decision to invest in Mamta Machinery because it is halal, because it is like giving you 100% gain as of GMP. But subscription rate is a very important thing. Let's discuss this. I'm considering most of you will apply in retail category only. For Mamta Machinery IPO, right now the subscription rate is almost 48x. You know what does it mean? It means if you will apply from 48 different accounts, then there is a chances that in one of your account you will get the IPO. So if you want Mamta Machinery IPO, you need to invest almost 6,73,000 rupees by 48 different accounts. This video is not the investment advice, but you should think by yourself how much chances we are having. From 48 people, one person will get the IPO. So is it a good thing or so? You need to think. Sanathan Textile, maybe GMP is less 12, but subscription is 2x. It means out of 2 people, one will get the IPO. So you need to apply from 2 accounts, 2 different accounts. See, third one is Concord Enviro 1.91x, Senores is 6.25x and Carraro is 0.14x. So if you have a lot of money and you don't have a money problem, then it's fine. You can have a lot of account, you can invest from a lot of account. But if you have money problem, then you have to decide and you have to be smart. Like, let's say, this is the strategy I was talking about. If I have 60,000 rupees and I have made my mind to invest in Sanathan Textile Limited, I don't want a lot of gains, so I am avoiding my Mamta Machinery. And I am not going to invest in Mamta Machinery, to be honest. Then I will use 4 accounts. So at least I can get 2 lot. If I get 2 lot of Sanathan Textile and let's say I will have an exit at 20%. So anyway, I am going to get a profit of 6,000. So I think 6,000 rupees of profit over an investment of 60,000 in 5 days, it is fine. I am not going for 60,000 of profit on 60,000 rupees by investing in Mamta Machinery because the chances are very less. You need to be smart. You need to think like this. I did this in last IPO and I got a lot of Vishal Mega Mart. Its GMP was showing 25, but by a particular proper exit, I could have made 40% of the return. So decide wisely. If you want to give a clear message to the companies that it is very important to follow Sharia compliance as well. So support us because we are on a mission. We are trying to make companies follow Sharia guidelines. You can support us by liking this video and sharing. If you don't want to miss such valuable content, then do subscribe. Thank you.